Good morning students. In this video we will discuss about responses to abiotic factors. External environment neither uniform nor always become favorable. There are some seasons and periods which become stressful conditions. For example, in some times there is high temperature, in sometimes low temperature, in sometimes excess of water, in some conditions there is a drought, and sometimes high pH and sometimes low pH. So ideally the different types of species during the course of evolution they have to involve say constant internal body temperature, and this keeping constant internal temperature is called, this ability is called homeostasis. What is homeostasis? To keeping constant internal body temperature, and this homeostasis finally it would permit organisms to perform various functions. Therefore, the overall fitness of the species would increases. And what is homeostasis? To keeping constant internal body temperature. And homeostasis or the ability to keep constant internal temperature would permit the various functioning of the organisms. For example, a person wishes to perform his best with surrounding temperature of 25 degree temperature. If any person wishes to perform his best at the 25 degrees temperature, a 25 degree temperature is not constant always. Sometimes it will go very high or sometimes it will go very low. For example, the external temperature or surrounding temperature will increases up to 45 degrees Celsius, or sometimes it will up to 10 degrees Celsius. Then the person also able to perform its best. How? For example, if temperature goes to very high, then with the help of air conditioner he able to perform his best. If the temperature goes to 10 degree temperature, with the help of heater he also able to perform his best. It means homeostasis is not only by physiological activities but also it is due to artificial, it is also maintained by artificial and mechanical intent. Homeostasis, it is maintained by physiological activity, it is due to physiological activities, or sometimes homeostasis also created by some artificial and mechanical intent. And the living organism possibilities to cope up. How living organisms cope up with these adverse conditions? Possible to cope up with adverse conditions. So living organisms cope with all these adverse conditions by various methods, and there are mainly 4 methods. What are the 4 methods? Regulate, second one is conform, third one is migrate, and last one is suspend. Living organisms can cope with adverse conditions by various methods. Some of these methods are regulate, conform, migrate and suspend. So now we will discuss all these one by one. The first possibility is regulate. So what is regulate? Some organisms are able to maintain constant internal body temperature and osmotic concentration. Temperature and osmotic concentration. Some organisms are able to maintain constant body temperature and osmotic concentrations despite the changes in external environment, and such organisms are called regulators. They regulate their body temperature, and regulators usually mammals and birds. Mammals and birds they are able to maintain constant body temperature and osmotic concentration. And some of the vertebrates and invertebrates. Some of the vertebrates and invertebrates also belongs to regulators. And usually regulators maintain homeostasis. Regulators maintain homeostasis by thermoregulation and osmoregulation. Thermoregulation and osmoregulation, constant temperature and constant osmotic concentration. So by changes in thermoregulation and osmoregulation, so organisms like mammals, birds, vertebrates, invertebrates, they maintain homeostasis condition. Or sometimes or rarely homeostasis is also maintained by behavioral changes. Sometimes behavioral changes also helps to maintain homeostasis, but the two important characters are thermoregulation and osmoregulation. That's why many evolutionary biologists believe that the success of mammals and birds, that is due to homeostasis. So due to homeostasis, mammals and birds they can survive whether it is Arctica or Sahara deserts. In many mammals, the mechanism to keep constant internal temperature, it is similar to human beings. In many mammals, the mechanism to keep constant internal temperature is called homeostasis. The mechanism of homeostasis in many mammals, it is similar to like human beings. In human beings, the constant internal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. In human body, internally, the temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. But so surrounding temperatures they are keeping in changes, or sometimes during the summer the range of temperature goes higher than the internal body temperature, or sometimes it will be up to 50 degrees Celsius, or sometimes it is also sub-zero or zero level. When the temperature increases more than 37 degrees Celsius, then human body profusely releases to sweat. The body of human being release sweat. So sweat cool downs the body. So when the sweat cool downs the body, the constant temperature will automatically maintain. When the temperature below the 37 degrees Celsius, usually during the winter, the human body becomes shivering. So shivering, it is a kind of exercise, and it releases heat. And behavioral changes for thermoregulation. Behavioral changes also helps for homeostasis. So behavioral changes for thermoregulation can be also observed in some snakes. And usually snakes, they are basking in the sun. In case of winter, they are basking in the sun. In case of summer, in case of winter, they do excessive activity. And these behavioral changes also helps to maintain keeping constant internal body temperature. And plants are being fixed, so that's why they do not show any behavioral changes, but they cools down their body through respiration if water is available. The organisms which can keep their constant internal body temperature and osmotic concentration, then the organisms are called regulators, and regulators are mainly birds and mammals. The second possibility to cope with adverse conditions, that is comfort. So comfort, about 99% of animals and almost all plants, they cannot keep their constant internal body temperature, and their body temperature changes with surrounding temperatures. And in case of aquatic animals, the osmotic concentration of body fluids, they are changes with osmotic concentration of water body. And these organisms, in these plants and animals, the body temperature and osmotic concentrations, they are changes accordingly ambient conditions of water, and such organisms are called conformers. About 99% animals and almost all plants, they are unable to maintain homeostasis. Their body temperature or their osmotic concentration of body fluids changes with surroundings, and such organs they conform with external conditions, hence they are called conformers. The efficiency of conformers, usually they become reduced under stressful conditions. because they require favorable conditions. When the conditions become stressful, the efficiency of conformers would reduced. Then the question arises, why all organisms not develop homeostasis when it is excessively beneficial? When it is homeostasis because of the homeostasis, the organisms can survive in any conditions. But some of the very few of the animals can maintain homeostasis. Why all organisms not develop homeostasis when it is excessively or highly beneficial to the organisms? The reason is that homeostasis or especially thermoregulation. Thermoregulation is energetically very expensive. Thermoregulation is energetically expensive. Heat loss or heat gain, it is directly related to the surface area. Heat loss or heat gain, it is directly related to surface area. Some small sized organisms like swish and hummingbirds, they have larger surface area. They have larger surface area than their value. So they lose heat very fast. So they require a large amount of energy to maintain their body temperature. This is the main reason small sized organisms cannot live in polar regions. So this is the for thermoregulation to maintain constant internal body temperature. So very large amount of energy required. So that is the reason the most animals are unable to maintain homeostasis. It is similar to a person is unable to afford air conditioner. But some organisms are called partial regulators. Some organisms are called partial regulators. Some molluscs and some other organisms are partial regulators. Partial regulators means they maintain homeostasis up to some extent. After beyond that, they become regulators. Initially, they appeared like regulators, but after that they become conformers. Such organisms are called partial regulators. And this is the second possibility to cope with adverse conditions. When adverse conditions they are for short period, then organisms also cope with adverse conditions and some other methods. That is migrate. What is migrate? What is migrate? Organisms can migrate from unfavorable conditions to most favorable conditions, and they return when conditions become normal. And this is similar to a person when move from Delhi to Simla for the duration of summer, and they return when conditions become normal. And most of the birds they show long distance migration from unfavorable habitats to most favorable hospitable regions. In Rajasthan, there is an area that is called Bharatpur, and this Bharatpur has national park that is called Keoladeo Ghana National Park. Keoladeo Ghana National Parks, and these national parks receives many migratory birds, especially from Siberia and other colder northern regions. So migration means it is short duration migration from unfavorable habitats to most favorable regions, and return when conditions become normal in their real habitat. This is the mind. And last possibility to cope with adverse conditions, that is suspend. What is suspend? Stop for a time. Some lower organisms like bacteria, fungi, and some lower plants like algae. In these organisms, reproduction by means of spores. And usually spores are small, motile, minute structures. During unfavorable conditions, all these organisms they develop a thick wall around spores. So due to thick wall, they become inactive during unfavorable conditions. When conditions become normal, they germinate to give rise new individual. If higher plant seeds are present, seeds and other some vegetative propagules are present, they take care of its protection during the unfavorable conditions. But in animals, if the organism is unable to migrate, it might avoid the stressful conditions. Further, they show some of the conditions like hibernation, estivation, and diapause. What is hibernation? Hibernation, it is winter sleep. It is also called winter sleep. Example, polar bear. And estivation, it is summer sleep. Summer sleep. And it shows by some snails and fishes. And diapause means to suspend developmental stages. To suspend developmental stages during unfavorable conditions. Usually diapause is showed by zooplanktons. So these are the different possibilities to cope with adverse conditions.